Put a little bit of the rub, nigga, I gotta be safe.
Let's get to the sports talk.
The MVP is LeBron James, who has been nothing short of sensational, as I had predicted before the season. He is flat out balling right now, averaging better than 25 points, leading the league with 11 assists per game. The Lakers are fifth in offensive efficiency, and LeBron James is playing the point, which means he has every single thing to do with that. And no player over the age of 30, let alone 35, has ever done this in NBA history. They've got the top defense in the league. They've got the best record in basketball, even though it's not by much, because Milwaukee and the Clippers and other teams are quality. There's no denying Boston. There's no denying that. But when you see what LeBron has done, like I said, if you take into account the fact that he was off in April for the first time, etc., okay, and he's had an entire offseason.
That's what happened when you had him fresh legs. He needed that rest. You see what was going on when he get that rest? 25 and 11. He averaging a double for the year. If his team continue playing like this, he's going to be the front runner for the MVP. There's 15-2 on an 8-game winning streak. That's how when you need that rest, to rest your body and get ready for this 82-game season. They put the right players around him, defenders and three-pointers, shooters. Then you got Anthony Davis to go along with that, because he liked the offense to run through him. So that making his job much easier, because he don't have to worry about carrying the load like that unless it's when he had to. When he got Anthony Davis on the court with him, he don't have to do as much. He can throw it in the paint to him. That's all about just having fresh legs.
To work on his body to take care of himself. He pays $1.5 million on his body every year to keep it in tip-top condition. You just see it. And oh, by the way, Max Kellerman, ain't no load management going on with this brother.
We're gonna get to that.
He hasn't missed 5 games like Kawhi Leonard has. Matter of fact, he hasn't missed a game. And so the reality is, this is a guy that is showing up during the regular season, Max Kellerman, that doesn't cheat the fan base because somebody sitting across from me doesn't care about the fan base at all. Means absolutely nothing to them. The people, the paying customer from October through mid-April, Max Kellerman doesn't give a damn about them. He doesn't care about them.
June?
All he wants, all Max cares about is June.
Damn right.
So in other words, forget everybody. Forget the 82 games during the regular season that you actually charge customers.
The Clippers are worried about their fan base. Kawhi Leonard.
That's right. And
he'll be fine in June.
And
but he's getting all up in LeBron, and you're like, well, LeBron's worn out.
I believe the Clippers are going to be in the Western Conference Finals. I love those brothers at that organization. They know that. But how many conference finals appearances have the Clippers had in its history?
Oh, that's about to change, brother.
I know that. That's about to change. It's a new day.
That's about to change.
Okay. Oh, don't give me that they care about the fans. That's no.
But I'm not even talking about Kawhi right now. Right. Nice try to knock me off.
That's what the Clippers and the Lakers doing. They build on the team to go around their superstars. The Lakers put three-point shooters around him, defenders around him. Kawhi had the defenders around him and finishers around him. You just had to put the right players around your superstar that fit everything they do. And that's what the Lakers and Clippers did. Put the right players around their superstars so they could be successful. Clippers picking it up right now, and the Lakers started 0-1 and then start winning at the Wild to go 15-2. All you had to do to put the right players around your stars, and things will work itself out, and that's what they doing. The Lakers are a good defensive team. Everyone said, I want to know how they gonna be defending the basketball, and they shown them so far this year. They one of the best defensive team right now.
Go ahead.
LeBron is having an amazing season, just as Stephen A. predicted. He's so great this year, I want so badly to sit here and say he's the MVP. Luka is a great story. I mean, like, talk about fair comparisons to LeBron at the same age. Is he better than LeBron at the same age?
Okay.
Like, it's a legitimate question. Luka's at the same age is playing at historically great levels. But you know who the MVP is so far this year?
Oh.
Same dude who was the MVP of the regular season last year. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Guys, he's better than he was last year. Noticeably better. His team is 14-3. Just like LeBron is working with this new group of guys and he's getting them to win. You know what Giannis doesn't have? He doesn't have an Anthony Davis. He doesn't even have a Chris Middleton right now. Brogdon's not there. Mirotic is gone. He doesn't have Middleton with him. And they're 14-3. He dropped 50, 14, 6, and 2 last night. He was number 2 defensive player of the year last year, by the way. You have an argument he's the best offensive and best defensive player. You have an argument he's also the best teammate. If we're just talking regular season, and I am loath to do so, because obviously Kawhi's the best, because it's the whole body of work, heavy leverage on the postseason. Guys, you know what he's averaging this year? I just got to tell you these numbers.
It's the same thing with LeBron. No one ain't thought LeBron was going to defend this year. Ain't nobody know the Lakers are going to be a good defensive team this year. He had fresh legs under him. You need that rest for the 82 games. Yeah, Giannis is going to be the front runner with him because how he got his team playing. They go for how your team is winning. Giannis still have his team winning. LeBron had the Lakers back winning. LeBron is averaging a double this season. Giannis took a step farther from last year to be in a race with him. Ain't nobody thought the Lakers were going to be here. Ain't nobody thought Milwaukee would be the same without Brogdon right there with Giannis. And he don't have Chris Middleton. But it shows he's a superstar. He can carry this team to Chris Middleton get back.
PER, right? I just said, like, he's a better defensive player than LeBron. And LeBron's playing real defense this year, but Giannis is too much defensively. PER is mainly an offensive efficiency stat. You know who's leading the league again? 3 points higher than he was last year? Giannis. Giannis is averaging 31 points, 14 boards, averaging 6.5 assists and a block and a half and a steal and a half a game for a 14-3 team. I want to give LeBron credit as MVP. If you want to do an Eastern Conference, Western Conference, fine. But the best player in basketball right now is Giannis.
False. First of all, a couple of things. Number one, the level of competition doesn't matter. He's in the Eastern Conference. I'm not sold. Number two, and more importantly, his perimeter shooting still has to improve. Number three, he's shooting 30% from three-point range, which is an improvement, but not the 35% that LeBron is shooting from three-point range. Number four, LeBron is shooting only 68% from the free throw line, which is not something to brag about. Giannis is at 60. Oh, by the way, Giannis gets to the free throw line 11 times a game. LeBron just finished complaining the other day because he is driving to the basket on a regular basis. You got Frank Vogel and the Lakers. Listen to me, from what I'm told.
I put up the argument too. Every time LeBron goes to the rack, he gets smacked in his arm. They don't call it. They want you to fall to the ground so they can be able to call it. They talking about we don't know how to call fouls for LeBron. You right there seeing him slap his hand, his arm, put contact on his body. Y'all not calling. It's the same thing with Giannis. Giannis go to the rim and y'all call fouls. Do the same thing for LeBron. Because him and LeBron go to the rack and get slapped every time they go to the basket.
Lakers Lakers are contacting the NBA for crying out loud because this man is getting
Oscar. Now I've seen the day. LeBron's not getting calls. Is that the issue now?
He's not getting calls.
I see.
No, he's not getting calls. If you're watching the Lakers games, you will see. Listen, hey, I call it like I see it, and we all know I don't hesitate to be critical of LeBron when it's warranted. I also don't hesitate to give him praise when it's deserving. And the fact of the matter is that there are calls he is not getting. LeBron should be to the line at least twice as much as he's been to the line. That's easily 4 to 5 more points a game if you're making
so he'd
those
still
calls.
be 3 points below Giannis.
Well, you could say that, but the point that I'm trying to make to you is that at least he has a perimeter threat. At least he's a perimeter threat. Let me tell you something right now. And remember when I said this. Remember when I said this. Remember when I said, and remember, hold on to this. At some point in time,
it's all about he could dominate the regular season. It's when he gets to the postseason. Can that three-point shot help bring defenders out of the paint so he could be able to drive to the basket? If he can't make none of them in a playoff game, it's going to be the same thing that will clog the lane and force him to shoot. Can he continue this up when it's come playoff time? LeBron, saying that he can go to the basket, but he also can shoot the ball a little better than Giannis. To bring defenders out to the perimeter. And that's the way he could drive to the basket so he could open lanes up for him. That's the only difference. If Giannis could keep that three-point shot up and bring everyone out of the paint so he could be able to drive and dominate the game, but if he can't, they're going to do the same thing, clog the lane up and force him to shoot threes. You can force LeBron to shoot threes. He can make about 4 or 5 of them and have you run out to stop him from shooting a three. That's the way he could go to the basket. He can shoot better for the perimeter more than Giannis.
because we all know that once Giannis gets a jump shot, it's over. We get that.
It's over now.
But until then, he won't even make the finals unless he gets himself a jump shot. It will not work. Giannis, I love him. He's a superstar. But in the postseason, it's not about Kawhi.
Is his shot trending in the right direction, yes or no?
Yeah, I'd say that.
Yeah.
He ain't there.
Right.
He's far away off.
Giannis gets a
the
jump
Lakers
shot.
don't consider load management, we might not be having this conversation much longer.
Lakers ain't considering no
I'm
load.
just telling you.
If Giannis gets a jump
35
shot,
years
forget
old.
about best in the game. If Giannis can really shoot from three at any point in his career, he will be the one to replace Michael Jordan. If he shoots 35% for three, it's over.
This from the guy that on a Thursday.
over.
This from the guy that on a Thursday called Giannis the best player in the world, and by Monday,
up to Kawhi.
by Monday, you would question whether he was in the top 3 in 4 days.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and